So hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. In this video we will be discussing the two questions that were asked in the today's shift, that is the 3rd February 4:30 p.m. shift. So the Deloitte NLA paper, coming to the coding section, it was very easy. The things which we discussed in the one shot video, the lead code questions were very helpful. As I can see, the first question came straight away from the lead code, which was add binary. This was the first question that was asked in today's exam, and the second question was also very easier than the first question. So as we can see the pattern, the first question is slightly medium based and the second question was very easy, very basic question. So let's not further waste any time and discuss our first question. Okay, so what is this question stating is add binary. So we have been given in two binary strings a and b, written their sum as binary string. So we will be given two binary strings of same length. Okay, the length of the strings would be same. We need to perform the addition operation on them and return the new string of new addition done string we need to return. So for example, if we discuss, let's say my a string is suppose, let's take something darker, right? Let's take this. Okay, so if my a string is 1010 and b string is 0011, so this would be my input. I would be given string a and string b. Okay, so we need to perform the addition operation on these strings, and whatever might be the result, we need to return it as a string. This is the question. So for this we need to know the binary addition. So binary addition says that 0 plus 0 gives us 0, 0 plus 1 gives us 1, 1 plus 0 gives us 1, and 1 plus 1 gives us 2 in decimal, but in binary format 1 plus 1 gives us 0 with a carry of 1. That would be 1 0. 1 0 represent 2, right, in the binary format. So this is what. So if we do the addition here, 0 plus 1 would be 1, 1 plus 1 would be 0 with a carry of 1, 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1. So this would be our answer. So if we check, it was 8 4 2 1, right? This is 8 plus 2. 8 plus 2 gives us 10, and this is 2 and 1. This is 2 plus 1 gives us 3. It is 13. Are we getting 13 over here? 8 4 2 1. 8 plus 4 plus 1 gives us 13, right? So the answer got matched. This is a simple approach. For this we can just do a carry, and we will just iterate from the right side from the ending, and we will perform. See, this is very straightforward, very easy question. So for this, firstly we want string answer, where we will store our answer and return that. So firstly we want the indices, right? We will follow the two pointer approach. I would be a dot length minus 1. We would be pointing at the last index, and j would be b dot length minus 1. Now these are my pointers. Now I will just do, while my I is greater than or equal to 0, or j is greater than or equal to 0, I will perform my operations. Before that we also want the carry, right? We'll hold some carry. For starting, the carry would be 0, and we'll calculate this sum, and we will also perform until my carry is also greater than 0. We can write carry greater than 0 or only carry is also a greater than 0 value only. So firstly we will calculate the sum will be always the carry initially. Okay, now when we will compute the sum, if my I is greater than or equal to 0, only then we can get the index, right? Or else we can't get the index. So it would be something like sum plus equal to what? A of I minus the character 0. Why did I do this? See, if we see, a of I will give us a character, right? Suppose we are initially at here, so 0, it is a character. When we get an character from a string, it will be as a ASCII character. We are subtracting it with 0, so it would be around 0 minus 0 will give us 0. The ASCII value of it would be 48. 48 minus 48 gives us 0. If it was 1, so we would be doing 1 minus 0. It would be ASCII subtraction, and it would be 49 minus 48. Here we will get 1. I hope you understood why we are doing minus 0. So we are doing minus 0 in this basis. So and here we will do b of j minus 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 character 0, and we'll check if my j is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, now at last we need to append, right? Answer dot push back. What we need to add? We need to add just sum modulo 2. Sum modulo 2 plus the thing which we subtracted will add over here. Now this, after this we'll update our carry. The carry would be carry equal to sum by 2. Now if now we can see that once the whole iteration is done, we traverse in the reverse direction. So my answer would be, for this, if we compute over here, our answer was 11101, right? It was 1101, but we traversed it from here. My answer would be 1011. So we need to reverse this part. If we reverse this part, it would be 1101. We can use the inbuilt reverse function for reversing that. So we would do reverse answer dot begin comma answer dot end and return our answer. This would be the simple code for the question. So it got accepted. Let's submit and see if my logic is correct. We solved it in 100% efficiency. This is a simple code. If I just explain you again, we made 2 pointers, 2-pointer approach, maintaining a carry. So initially our sum would be carry, because for every time the sum will be differ, right? 0 plus 0 would be 0. So we will calculate the sum every time. We will only take the character if it is in the range. So we are checking a boundary condition range, and we are adding sum modulo 2. Why sum modulo 2? Because we are dealing in binary. So we are doing sum modulo 2 plus the character. Here we will get a value. If we add plus 48, it will be turned into a character. We are doing that. Lastly, we are updating the carry. Then we are doing the reverse, and we are returning the answer. If we submit, it is working with 100% efficiency. So this question, many people got struggled because it was not that straightforward question. People did not know binary addition or something, so they failed to actually do this thing. So this was somewhat tricky question, but the next question which we will be solving is very straightforward question. So this was the second question that was asked, and it was very basic, very basic. So if we see, the second question is saying that Damon, a student of class 12 at Dream International School, Bangalore. He has appeared for final examinations in 5 subjects: mathematics, biology, English, Hindi, and social studies. Each subject is scored out of 100 marks. Determine whether Damon is eligible for JEE, medical, both, or fail based on the following rules. JEE eligibility is mathematics should be greater than or equal to 90, biology should also be greater than or equal to 90. This is what JEE exam I don't know, because what is the correspondence of biology. Overall percentage should be also greater than 80%. So for medical eligibility, your biology marks should be 90 greater than 90, and overall percentage should be greater than 60. If both conditions are satisfied, print JEE and medical. If marks in any subjects are below 30, or if no eligibility criteria are met, print fail. This is about the question. Percentage, this is how we follow the percentage. So the things over here is, first thing is we have given 5 subjects, and there is Damon. We need to check his JEE or medical or both or fail. This is the thing that we need to see. So if we see JEE, for JEE eligibility criteria was he should get mathematics greater than 90 marks, biology 70 greater than 70 marks, overall marks should be, percentage should be greater than 80. For biology, these are few of the conditions. So we can simply use if else conditions, right? We can do if and else and simply check for this. Let's write the code for this. Firstly, let's take one CPP compiler. Let's go into this, and let's take C++ only. Okay, hash include less than bits /std c++.h using namespace std. Int main function return 0. Basic boilerplate is done. So we need to take 5 subjects as input, right? For now we can write int a, b, c, d and e. So we are taking 5 things as input, that is b, c, d, e. We have to take an input. First thing we can do that, we will check for the fail condition. If any marks are less than 0, then we will print fail, right? So let's write if a is less than or equal to, or it's just strictly below 30. So a is less than 30, or b is less than 30, or c is less than 30, c is less than 30, or d is less than 30, or e is less than 30. Then we can simply print fail and print a new line, and we can definitely do something like return 0 because he has failed in one of the subject. Now after this we can definitely see, let's pull this over here, and we can check here. Mathematics is greater for eligibility of JE. He need to be greater than 90. For that we also need the percentage, right? So we can write float percentage would be simply total marks, a plus b plus c plus d plus e. This will give my total marks divided by the total marks would be 100, 100, 100, 500, right? 500. This would be 500 and into 100. This would be giving us the percentage, right? We have got our percentage. Now for bool JEE, JEE for JEE criteria was if his marks should be greater than 90, biology marks should be greater than 70, and overall percentage should be greater than 80, right? For now, okay, so let's take A as mathematics, B as biology, right? Because we are making comparisons out of that. So the condition was the mathematics marks. Let's say A was mathematics. So A is, if my marks of mathematics are greater than or equal to 90, this is one condition, or sorry, and it should be right, and biology marks. Biology is, let's represent as 70, and the overall percentage should be greater than how much? It should be greater than 60%. Then he is qualified for JE. Then we'll write bool medical would be bool medical biology marks should be greater than or equal to 90, and overall percentage. Biology marks is greater than or equal to 90, and the overall percentage should be greater than 60, right? It was 60. Okay, first one was 80, right? For JE 80 marks, 80 percentage, and here it is 60 percentage. Now the very simple, if he qualified both JE and medical, both are true. If both are true, then we can write cout qualified both JEE and medical, and we can return over from here. Else if only JE, cout qualified for JEE, and we can return 0 from here. Or else if only medical, then you can write qualified for medical and print a new line and print and do a return 0. Or else we'll just print not qualified and failed, and we can, if we don't do return 0 also, this is the simple program that is being asked. So here they tested your basic knowledge. Let's, if we see there is no test case, but you can definitely give, see, let's run this and give some input. Okay, let's say my mathematics marks are 91 and biology marks are 85, and let's say I got 20 marks and 65 marks and 45 marks. For this my answer should be fail, right? There is some compile error. What would we do? Did we miss anything? Okay, we have missed the semicolons over here. If we run this, the answer should be failed, right? Because we got less than 30 marks in one of the subject. What happened? Why it is not getting? Yeah, we are getting fail.